Yeah. Trip out, big splash, baby, you can see it. Yeah. Woo. Strong. I rock the way. On the surfboard emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I rock the way. On the surfboard emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. Full on repeat, gotta count up and I've been down. Bitches going about 100 miles. That room can't miss now. Standing tall, ready, always on go. Taking me to pin pal. PO said slow down, so I come away and I skip town. 16 was on underage, that's 12 in a mistrial. They seen I was underpaid, said you wide, no 10 tile. I mean like a man, even if your eyes cocked up there too. Touchdown like I had a 6 with a shimmy, nigga, that's a pop move. Don't be worried about the straw, dude. Do you and I'ma do I. So the boy got a pink job with a clear coat and some fall guy. The girlfriend nigga took a beat, I was fresh meat, no big side. Give me with and Beyonce, put a ring on it in a lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee, but I'm shooting three. Put sweat in it 2 degrees. So my water, I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in a beta tip. Open up, let me splash it right away. On the surfboard emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. All right, away. I'm something for the emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. Second round of the fight, something ain't right. I gotta do my work. You walking through the air, no night flight. Got one life to live, not for 15 on all. No like 2 finger signs so far, can't be taught. 9 inch crunch time and I take it home like a walk off. AMG on steroid, get the flex muscle with a nightmare. Coming for us, no one just know I don't fight fair. Took flight, no flight fair. Hot rounds out of hot barrel. Put the mic in the head, lock into them tap there. Short ass CPR. What the hell are hitting me for? Took them to the water with them up. Time for you a light bulb. 10 deaths with a wrist sharp. Light show me it once hard. Get skatebooks and I count hard. Play my hand for the W. Time told me about who is who. Baby on this, who is who. I'm on the surfboard. You know how I'm doing. Sprout. What's up? This is your boy, Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with Hood Talk with the lovely Miss Bella. And ready to get the show started and all that old good stuff. And tell them what we got going on.
Well, hello everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know-It-All on Facebook. One other good thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. Go ahead and get started with this subject tonight. We want to talk about like the stuff we've been through affect us now in a bad way. Is your past haunting you now? So I think, yeah, everything that we go through, we are affected by it. So, yeah.
Hello. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I'm going to lean on you for that one.
Shari Asmar.
Okay.
I bear corrections at all times.
What up, Robert, up in his house?
What's up, stranger? Happy New Year to you, Robert Jones.
What's up, Rita, up in his house?
Good evening.
She said, yes. What we were talking about? We said, yes.
Yep. On front screen.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What up?
Oh,
Jay Jones up in his house. What's
right.
up, man? I'm ready for everybody to get on my tail or whatever. It's a new week, a new time, and all that good stuff. And I'm changing the grind this week. I'm changing the grind. Uh
Business people.
oh. He said, thanks. He said, birthday time this year is well for me. Happy birthday, man.
Happy
So he
belated
right
birthday.
there around by Martin Luther King. He right around this time. I know around this time you feel like marching and everything and, stuff like that. Where you be marching in place up in the... Okay. He said, you know what I'm talking about.
We know.
Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, let's get this show started and stuff like that. And we're gonna have a good show today. And um I'm gonna pray about this show and have the spirit lead me in the right way. Okay. You so welcome, Robin. You so welcome. So let's get this thing started. Enough.
So back on it. So do you think things that we've gone through affect us now in a bad way?
Yeah, done fucked
Some
me up. Done fucked me up. Shit I done been through done fucked me up. Yes, done fucked me up.
I can believe you.
And stuff I'm steady going through fucks me up. Um I was thinking today, and I've been starting so much stuff with certain topics and certain what's the name. And you know what? I said to myself, I was bagging off a lot of stuff today. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Because I think I am uh uh I think a lot of things that people think I care about, I think it's getting lost because people are looking at certain things that I say or do, and I don't think people looking at it in a clarity mind. I think once your mind is kind of fucked up with jumbo mumbo, like a lot of people now don't even know what a man and a woman are. You can ask a person a question, be like, "Hey, what is a woman?" They be like, Let me tell you about this. I think what point is you trying to make? Just asking you a question. Like now, it done got to the point. Like the truth, people don't care about the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. So I'm done trying to present certain truth to certain people. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I I run that part, and certain people I'm just tired of being the bad guy this week. So I'm gonna let them roll with their little stuff. I'm gonna bag up because people want somebody to hate, and apparently since Martin Luther King, birthday passed and things, I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing peace. I'm bagging up a lot of these little arguments, these little old tissy fit fights, everybody getting into and all that. And basically, if Um, I think basically it's better for me to just bag out a lot of stuff that don't mean me no good right now, and I'm gonna figure out will they find somebody else to hate because I'm through. Um, peace be with me on my new journey. Okay, all right. What's- Good evening, Kimberly. Please like and share. It do not cost a thing. I don't charge nothing. I mean, you can just like and share. I mean, you can share it 20 times. I ain't gonna charge you nothing. You know, it's free. Okay. Oh, what's up? What's up? What's up? And we're gonna get into this show, and we're gonna make it what's nice. Oh, look at it now. Hi, beautiful people. Got me straightening up myself and stuff.
Hello, Miss Lynn Lynn. Hello,
Look all
hello.
beautiful and stuff. And stuff. Okay, let's get into it. What's the first topic coming off here?
Okay. So one of the things you say that would affect us in a bad way now and like our past sometimes haunt us. We're shaping your core beliefs, emotional responses, and behaviors, forming your identity through memories, both
Hey,
good
can you turn
and
yours up a little bit? I don't know if that's mine down or yours.
I
It might
think
be.
it's yours. I think it's
All
yours
right,
down.
I got you. I got that. I got added, get you back right. All right, I'm good. I'm good.
So we're shaping your core beliefs, emotional responses, and behaviors, forming your identity through memories, both good and traumatic. So we have to shape our core beliefs, elaborate, please.
Yeah, I think what I tell people all the time, you are what you've been through. Sometimes we don't think that sometimes, and sometimes I tell people all the time like this here, like people can act like, you can be a tough guy around certain people. You know what I'm saying? Then you get around some other people, and what I was trying to tell somebody today, a pit bull in America think he the toughest thing on God's green earth. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? That gold there ain't nothing a pit bull won't run up on and this and that. And guess what? There's a reason why there's no pit bulls in the jungle. Because you got lions and tigers, and you got people that if they seen a pit bull, they be like, "Oh, lunch." You know what I'm saying? So all I say sometimes is, just like people get on here sometimes and they feel like they're tough, they bad, and all that old type of stuff. You only as good as what you come up against. And I tell
right.
you all the time, people be all like, "Oh yeah, I shoot pool. Oh, I'm good. I do this. I do this." But if you've been shooting against people that ain't that damn good, you might be over what's name to yourself and think you better than what you really are. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing about
Yes,
fight.
sir.
You can fight every day, but if you ain't fighting nobody who can really fight, then you just a rookie still. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you got boxers, you got other people that, what I'm saying, that been fighting for I don't know how long, and you just you'll be surprised what you really don't know.
Lynn said, yes, let's talk about it.
Turn down just a little bit. Hello. Yeah, can you say something?
Something.
All right, I'll just turn it down a little bit. And look back. Yeah.
Yeah, you seem real loud, but you're good.
You said what?
You seemed real loud, but you're good.
I seem loud now.
You're good.
Oh,
It's
because
not
I
extreme.
And turn down a little bit. That's better.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Okay, now, because I like getting it right. You know what I'm saying?
Get it right then.
Yeah, let's get it right. Let's get it crack-a-lacking. Oh, okay. She said, yes, let's talk about it. Uh, and and I think sometimes we don't realize all the good and the bad and all the stuff that happened to us. It molds us into what
Yeah.
we become. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women be wondering, why did I pick purple hair? Yeah, you got some trauma. You got some issues that you ain't you lashing out through your hair. You just don't even
Oh
know.
my gosh.
No, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. Like I put it this way. When somebody okay, I put it this way. You special just the way you are. You feel me? When somebody kind of compensates of trying to be special, like when you got to put out 18 nose rings and all this stuff all over your ears and everything all over your eyelids and all through your lips and all this stuff that you kind of accommodate with, that that's crying out saying, look at me, all that old, purple and red and gray. You want to be seen because truly, if you just special just how you are and this and that, you're gonna be seen regardless. Martin Luther King didn't have no red hair. You know what I'm saying? Now Malcolm X might have dyed his hair a little bit at one time, but I think that was when he was a pimp. But I think when he came back, he just had some natural reddish kind of dyed hair or something like that. But no, I'm just being serious. Like back then, when you seen people, even Shaft or the movie stars, Dolomite and all that, they didn't have red hair and all that. They was kind of slick with their talk, or they could talk good, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you could stand out with that, your character. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't have to have the best fro to stand out. Look at what that dude, Willard, what the black dude with the laser eye that playing all the movies. You know what I'm talking about?
Whitaker. What's his
Yeah,
name?
Whitaker.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. See that, and I'm saying just like that. He ain't just no super looking movie star type dude, but he get all the roles and he do it just like Samuel Jackson. And, you know what I'm saying? He get a lot of different roles and this and that. And all I'm saying is, I remember a long time ago, I remember telling my daughter, I said, daughter, and I think that's why men are so needed in relationships and kids' lives and stuff like that, because I remember telling her when she had, told me that she was gay and this and that. And I remember telling her, like, just because you gay don't mean you got to and shave your head and get a mohawk and all this type of stuff to try to overcome, to try to be something you're not. Just be yourself. And you can do anything yourself and be just yourself, and you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? People gonna love you just because you. And to this day, I am so proud. My daughter, to this day, never put color in her head, none of that type of stuff, and don't have no tattoos or nothing like that. Because I always told her, I'm gonna give you this game, this what's name, all this time around me. And I just want you to wait till you grown to start making them kind of decisions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't let her have no tattoos. I didn't let her change her haircut. I didn't let her do none of that. And I said, once you get grown, you can do what you want to do. And I'm so proud of her that she don't live through her hair, through her, through the color on her, this and that, or what kind of she got the hair shave on one side, or she looking kind of crazy. She got a personality, and I think that's the problem. A lot of people don't have good personalities, so they try to live through a personality that's probably through somebody else who's trying to look like a movie star, look like that they're trying to bring out some kind of personality that they don't have, because you either have it or you don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem sometimes. Some people just don't have it. You got to look at it. Kevin Hart been looking the same way, same haircut. David Chappelle been looking the same way, same haircut, all that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't have to do it. Richard Pryor, I can go on and on. Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm saying? That once they get on stage or whatever, Mike Epps, all these people don't have to put in hair color and all this type of stuff, because they got character. They got something about them that makes a person love them anyway.
Yeah.
What's up, Sharon? Up in his house, up in this thing.
Hey there.
Oh, saying echo. Oh, okay. Oh, it's saying I'm echoing. Yeah, am I echoing to you too?
It's a little loud.
It's still loud. Hold on. Maybe I hit the wrong thing or something. Let me see so. Hello, is that much better? Hello? Am I echoing now?
Yes.
That must be something else, because I can't even hear it now. First I was hearing it. Let me see. Maybe the microphone too close. That better?
It seems like it is.
But you can still hear a little echo or something?
I can.
I can't even hear it right now. Yeah. Is it I can't understand it. You're saying echo. Okay, they say they can hear me now. Okay. Oh, good evening. What's up, Chantel up in his house, up in this thing? How you been doing and things? And I know you still grieving from your best friend and all that. And shouts out to you and all that old good stuff. Yeah. She said they can hear me now. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get it started. Okay. What we got next coming down the back? You gonna hit it? Okay.
So both good and bad traumatically, so which can either inspire growth or cause present day issues like anxiety, relationship problems, or avoidance, depending on how unresolved past experiences are processed and integrated. I can see that.
And
a lot of people carry things.
Go ahead.
I can see a lot of people going through things, and then you take your past situation and you apply it towards your future. Right. And sometimes it may have you with a little anxiety on something, or you can't really settle in a relationship because of things you've gone through, or you just avoid the situation altogether.
Yeah.
It's called unresolved issues,
And that's, I be trying to tell you, I know I'm fucked up. So you know what I'm saying? And I know past relationships fucked me up and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, sometimes you just got to be honest, with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be one of these people that's, that's trying to fake and shake, this and that. I know my past messed me up. And I'm sure it's still stuff that I don't even realize that I might do, that the past got me,
doing it, not rocking that way.
Just like I give you a honest thing like this here. people getting too close to me. You know, me uh, uh, just having that alone chill time. It's a lot of things. You know how you just have that time to just get your own head right and all that type of stuff there. It's like I have a lot of that. A lot of times I'm sitting in my truck, I'm sitting, I'm sitting and I'm just sitting back and I'm just thinking, just thinking. And I said, all my life, I ain't been able to cut off this think tank. It's just always thinking and going and going. And I remember waking up early. I went to the doctor, chiropractor, whatever, and somebody was on the other side, and they put you on the machine or whatever that's doing your back and all that good stuff. And I just woke up and I was thinking about just work. I was like, I was laying up and I was like, oh, the breaker. And this, I just called myself, just got up thinking about thinking about what I need to do or something,
Oh, okay.
and just, just sometimes I realize that, you have to realize that if you've been doing something for a long time, that's why I've never went into certain things trying to change people. And I think people are, are bad when you go into any kind of relationship or dealing with anybody and you try to change to who they already are or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we I was watching this movie the other night, and goddamn preacher fell in love with a prostitute. And I said to myself, I was like, Johnny, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, I'm just saying to myself, like you trying to change somebody that's obviously on a whole another kind of level than you. You know what I'm saying? And you know how at the end they try to work it out or all that old type of stuff, this and that. But truth be told, we polar opposite. It's like oil and water trying to make something mix. when you polar opposite. And I think right now, sometimes people that's polar opposite are trying to make stuff work, which sometimes don't work. You know what I'm saying? When they just polar opposite. Because why I tell people all the time, you might think you don't have nothing in common with anybody you deal with, but you really do. Even if it just y'all know how not to get on each other's nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things that people don't realize that might get on people's nerves or this and that. That if somebody don't do that, that is a common type of thing. That, like sometimes women say, "Oh, if I was a hoe, you would love me." Well, maybe it's not because if you was a hoe, maybe a hoe might know when to shut up or when not to talk or been around a lot of different men. So they kind of know how to take care of a man a little better than a person that ain't really been around men or never really tried to take care of man before this and that. And at least they know how to play the role, even if they're not, actually doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes a hoe might just know more than you because they dealt with more men. Not saying she's just a good person like that. It just she know how men think and she know what men don't want to hear or men don't want to deal with or sometimes people can just realize that just keeping your mouth closed sometimes can just help out a relationship sometimes. Just sometimes not spearing everything that come to your head shouldn't come out your mouth. And I think a lot of people just don't even do just that part. Sometimes life, and that's what we say about the past and messing up the future, this and that, because someone might look at it and say, why I can't keep a man, why I can't do this and this and that. And then the same problem you gave the last man, you're gonna get this man here without knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the same thing that you thought you fixed is the same thing that you didn't fix, because it might be your mouth the whole time. And, all that old type of stuff. So I think a lot of people can think they fix something because they're looking at everything but what maybe a man or somebody else looking for. Like you might say, well, I fixed my finances. I'm not broke this time. Or I'm not, or I got a better job, or I'm a this and that, or I'm in a sorority or whatever. Don't none of that satisfy me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these extracurricular activities, this and that still ain't satisfying no man. So somebody got to figure out, if you want to be in a relationship, how the relationship works for your relationship, or that man, or whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sometimes people sit up here and thinking because they doing better in life, or they done changed, or they done stop doing this or stop doing that. But damn, sometimes you can stop doing a whole lot of things and pick up other things that still don't help the situation you in.
Yeah.
You can be picking up other things. It's like a woman talking about, oh man, we don't have this and this, and we don't do this, and blah blah blah. And then you start picking up other shit to do. You got 5 more things to do. So you definitely ain't got no time or nothing to do this or do that here, when you spreading your time and you making all these people around you happy. Everybody but inside your own goddamn house.
Right.
You too busy making everybody else happy and ain't even trying to satisfy what's inside your own house. And you think you making it, or you wasn't, man, because like, oh, yeah, and all that goddamn, gangster and all that old gang banging stuff, because all of it gang. Gang ain't, but the definition of a gang is like 3 or more people and remember the same thing, sharing the same kind of colors and all that old type of stuff. It's a gang. It don't matter how you look at it in another kind of way. It's a sophisticated gang, or what's name gang. I mean, FBI is a gang, police department is a gang. All these are considered gangs. So we can, we can do that all we want to. If you're wearing the same color shirts and all that, same color hats, and all kind of stuff, you're throwing up the same signs and all that, you're in the game. You just don't know it. You might be in a gang that's more acceptable in society, but you're in a gang. Congress is a gang. Senate is a gang. They all represent the same thing. When they're in there and they vote, and all of them vote the same way because, I represent the blue and I represent the red, and all of them voting the same way just because they represent the same colors. They're in a game. You just don't know it. You probably ain't a part of it. Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
I read that.
Chantel said, me too. My PTSD is real, but embrace it with grace. Her post-traumatic syndrome.
Yeah. I mean, all of us got a little bit of all this stuff, man. This stuff affect you, and I don't want to go on and on by myself, but it's like it's like when Joker used to drink, used to be out partying, and this and that. And it's like, don't party no more like that. Don't do this. And it's not like, uh, if you replace it with something positive, you know what I'm saying? I replaced this with the gym, or this with walking the track, or, you know, replace it with some good healthy things. Replace a bad meal with a good meal. And you know what I'm saying? You know. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they was eating a pizza and taking a blood pressure pill, and I was like, oh, okay. And I just said, okay.
What a combination.
Yeah, but it's like, we know when we doing wrong, but something about wrong make it feel right at the time. And like I gonna continue to say, sometimes us black folks, we don't look at it the right way until we got one foot almost in the grave, and then we want to switch up and do something different. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got the doctor damn near got to beat on our chest and revive us, and then we be like, I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna do right. And then, you know, some doctors say, oh, you know what? That wasn't exactly your problem. Yeah, you just needed more water. This and be like, that's all. Oh, I can go back to doing fucking up like I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people do that. So, you know what I'm saying? You'll get to the point and you look at the doctor, and the doctor be like, oh, you know what? That wasn't the cause like that. So, I mean, you know, and then you get to saying, oh, shit, hell, I like my old life before. You know what I'm saying? You go back to doing the messed up stuff that you did to get you in the same. Come on with it.
The real one said, real talk, bro. This is the truth. Man and woman must master who they see in the mirror before entering anything in life. In some ways, life is a game, but if you master it, you can't lose. I have post traumatic syndrome disorder. I find isolation in life is the key. Everybody handle it different.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm kind of like that too. Kind of, I done made it to the point that I don't like being around all that. Let me change it back down. I don't like being around a lot of that stuff. So, dang, that 36. Is that better now?
I think you were good, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I think what he's saying is right on, because like I don't know if it's the army or whatever, but I think like I said, everything we've been through, it does affect us, and you know, positive, negative way. But I think a lot of things that I've been through help me see clearer. And I think enough people ain't been through enough stuff, because I think we wish we was. I'm gonna get into something that I really don't want to get into. But I think I think we as people, sometimes we're scared. We're scared to take control of our own life. And I think that's why I cry out to my black brothers and sisters every day, because I say to my black brothers and sisters, what is stopping you every day you wake up? What's stopping you from getting, you know, on your horse and making it happen for yourself every day? And it's really nothing. But a lot of people are scared to go out and make living out on their own. I was telling somebody the other day, if you know, I'm gonna get into this just a little bit. I was telling, you know, black people, we stepping into everybody's fight but our own. We won't try to raise our children better, make them eat better, or all kind of stuff that we should probably be doing. But we can sit up here and say, oh, we stand with, illegal aliens and all kind of stuff, Mexicans, all that. And I asked my partner the other day, I said, and I challenge everybody on this live. How many times a Mexican, Chinese, or Japanese ever hired you to do a job and you worked the job and got paid for a check from the Mexican, Japanese, or what's the name? See, I think the problem in us that we scared, we don't even realize the only person on our team right now, is the white man. That's the only person that helps us put money in our pocket. The white and black man, we both hire each other. We will hire a white man, and a white man will hire us. But how many of y'all, when y'all go out here and y'all kind of fight for these other people that get their money and send it home, send it across to Mexico, send it across seas to another land? How many of these people here ever pay you?
Very few.
Ever give you a job?
Very few.
How many taxes, you know what I'm saying? Have you did that it was, a Mexican, just throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in so many words, how often do you get money from them? The person that you do that they do your toes or do your nails and all that, how often do they hire you or get hire you and pay you some money? And we the problem I got sometimes with black folks, we don't even realize who taking from us. We don't realize the takers and the givers. The same man that we cry about every day, and we kick and scream and say, oh, fuck them. You can go out here and get your own job. You can go out here and run your own company. Ain't nothing stopping nobody from doing none of that. It's entrepreneurs all over America that got their own business and stuff going.
Yeah.
But right now, we fighting wrong battles. We trying to fight to help people that ain't trying to help us at all. And I'm just throwing it out there because, like I say all the time, I got white friends, I got black friends, this and that, and we hang out together. I done been to Bulldogs and all these bars and all this and hung out with white people and chill with white people and all that. How many Mexican bars y'all went into and hung out with the Mexicans and hung out with the Chinese people at their bar? You know what I'm saying? And the Japanese people. How many people you hung out? Well, how many Somalian bars you been to and hung out with the Somalians? You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers pirates. That what their whole economy used to be, all pirates, jacking ships. And we up here, them in Haiti. I mean, all I say is we got to be careful who we think is our friend. These people are taking from us, not giving us nothing. Not giving us nothing. And we steady trying to sit up here and act like all these people love us, this and that. I try to spend my money. You know
So
what
I'm saying,
and I hire white, black people like this here. Only reason I don't hire Mexicans, and Mexicans ain't never hired me. So I give back to the people that give to me. So, that's the only thing I wanted to say like that, because I think we got it messed up a little bit. We forget when we go to work every day, the people that we so mad at Them the only people that's giving us any kind of money, any kind of opportunities. These the folks that's helping you pay your what's name. When you have some stuff happen bad in the neighborhood, we can talk about white people all they want to, but them the ones that come to our neighborhood, help us clean up and all this kind of stuff. How many Mexicans came and walked beside you to help you clean up if y'all wasn't in the jail together or something? That's the only time you're going to get them to help you clean up this and that. Because when they cleaning up and down the highway, they just got your contract. We're in the blackest city in the world, and the Mexicans got more contracts, got more things going on. They got all the big contracts and all that. Black folk got tractors around here. See, we ain't looking at it like that. And they take their money, they tell you in their face that they sending it back across seas to somebody else. They tell you in the face, we here for your money. They tell you in the face. They ain't gonna hire you for shit. And we so stuck on stupid that we don't care about the optics, who helping us, and who we should be trying to help. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, one thing about it, when we used to cry about the white man, black man, or the millionaire, this and that, we knew there was white man, then there was black man under the white man. But now it's the white man, then you got the Somalians, and then you got the Mexicans and Latinos and everybody. Then black man all the way at the bottom now. And then as they try to move everybody out of our way and bring the black man back up, right there beside them, nah, we don't even want that. We don't even want that. We look around us, the blackest city, we 95%. I think about 95% black. And everywhere you go and work on construction, whatever, doing our cables underground, everything. You see Mexican workers doing that. You see Mexican workers doing it. Mexican workers on all these roofs and all that old type of stuff. You see everybody but us making that money. And we the only people don't see that. Because we done got so goddamn lazy, so goddamn worried about 400 years ago. We so worried about slavery coming back. What the hell our lazy ass gonna get out of it? We don't want to pick up paper out our yard. What they gonna hire us to pick cotton for? We done got so lazy. The Mexicans came through here. I go to the grocery store now, Madison, everything. The Mexicans all over there. They buying food and this and that, blah blah blah. And we just starve. We ran here starving, trying to make sure the next motherfucker eat. Because that's how brainwashed we done got in our head about this whole system around us. We don't even see what's going on all around us. We don't see it. White lady, you know how many niggas got shot this year? One white lady gets shot. Man, we are the fake Black Panthers came out and tried to defend them. The fake Black Panthers. These dudes look like Al B. Sure brothers came out and called themselves defending them. They talking about, oh yeah, we defend immigrants and this and that. Man, why do they call you Black Panthers? Why? I mean, they forgot what the picture of Black Panther is. Maybe they thought it was a leopard or something, or something different. But a Black Panther was simply what it was called, Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Our whole people that supposed to look after us now are not looking after us. They looking after everybody but us. And we got to wake up. Well, we're gonna get back to the show. All right, come on with Ruben with all this.
Loretta said, I don't agree, brother. Understand game. America let the Mexicans for cheap labor. He basically was the new slave.
Big dog. It don't matter how you look at it. That if you look around, that person that you calling a slave got the big trucks, the big nice trucks now. They got the roofing companies, they got the flooring companies, they got all kind of stuff going. They putting the electrical under the ground. They doing construction. When I go to the dump, I see more Mexicans there. I'm in the blackest city in the world. All I see is Mexicans coming out of Jackson, going to the jump and dumping and making money off everybody around here. So I don't want to hear about that new slavery shit. They the new dudes that's making money. Cause ain't nobody around here slaves. You ain't nobody making you do a goddamn thing. See, slaves was made to do shit. You got a choice to say no and walk the fuck off any job you want to walk off from. So I don't want to hear about that slavery shit. You can see people got it wrong. Slaves are made to do something. You can walk your ass off. The Mexicans ain't the new slave because if they don't want to do it, they can walk their ass off. When you ain't got to do nothing, you can walk your ass off. I'm sick of everybody talking about some slave shit. Ain't no motherfucking slaves when you can get your ass up and walk the fuck down the street and go to the nearest store, buy you a beer and don't have to do no goddamn work the rest of the day if you don't want to. That ain't no goddamn slave. Y'all must ain't never seen a slave movie when the slave said, fuck this shit, I don't want to work. They hanging up some goddamn way. Or getting whooped with a whoop with all that. What's your name? Toby. There ain't no damn slaves around here, man. When you can get your ass and you ain't got to do nothing nobody tell you to do. Everybody think they some slaves around here. Ain't no damn slave. Is that a Mexican flag? Look like it. Okay.
And ICE is the okay. I'm not getting into that. Go ahead. Let me know when you're ready to get to this subject.
Ruben, you are really what's name, because the Ku Klux Klan, let me tell you exactly what the Ku Klux Klan did. They rolled around, they hung people up, they nailed them to crosses, and they hung people and they killed people in the middle of the night and all kind of stuff. And that ain't happening. So you can stop with the new Ku Klux Klan. If you say they the new police, then you would have me somewhere, because that's what the police do. Exactly what ICE do every day to us niggas that break the law. We get kidnapped up, but they don't tell you. You get a phone call just like anybody else. You get your one phone call once you get to jail. You get people jump out on you. I guess Ruben, y'all forgot about the jump out boys back in the day, and all these type of people that took us to jail and all this type of stuff back in the day. Just jumped out of cars and snatched you up in your car. ID or not. Come on, man. Bro, the white man. See, I told you. They took the Indian land and all that, bro. Yeah, that, you know what? I don't even understand what you saying, Ruben, because sometimes we get so lost in history, we don't even know what's going on right now. You so lost in the past that you don't even know what's going on right now. Right now, in front of you, don't know what's going on. They took over because they cheat and starting to get in the white boy pocket. Man, listen, if you cheaper and you go out here and do your thing, and let me tell you something, Black people was the cheaper person at one time. I remember subcontractors used to come out here and underbid, way underbid people and all this old type of stuff. A lot of this stuff was going on. Even during COVID, people was underbidding people and all that way low bids and all that other stuff. And they couldn't even hardly do the job. They were lowering the bid so much where they were just about working for free. So that stuff people always go to the cheaper person. It's people that gonna mow yards for $25. Is that the going rate for mowing a yard? No. But it's people that's out here with mow a yard for $25. Come on with it. Let me see. We not mad at them for being white. We mad that many white people didn't stand up. We know that it's something in using that to separate the idea of unity from everyone other than racial, ethnic, or whole. We not native enough.
We're not naive enough to let our guard down because we have children, elders, women, the sick, etc. In other words, people who need us to protect them.
Well, none of them people need you to protect them. See, what we doing, we trying to protect people who don't need our protection. White liberal women don't need your protection. Protection from what? What they need your protection from? They out here doing that on their own. They run around here, got kids at the house, all that, and they running 2-3 hours away from their house, taking plane flights and all things. In the middle, you think all them people protesting ain't got family, ain't got people that they should be taking care of, should be out working with their job and making money to supply their family. That all them got family and all that, and they don't give a damn to get out there and do whatever they got to do just to disturb the peace. They hatred, goddamn, where they can't even think straight. Well, they hatred, goddamn, where they don't even know what is the man went up there and asked the lady today that's a scientist, and asked her over 10 times, can a man get pregnant? I know. Can a man get pregnant? I mean, I'm pausing because something about it. I'm trying to see your point. Can a man get pregnant? Would not answer the question and never answered the question. Because that's just how delusional that that's the people we follow. The people that believe that men can have children.
Okay, well, listen, let me say this. To get back on the subject, everything that you guys are discussing now, a lot of our decisions on how people may feel or their opinion on what you're speaking of now has come from things that we've all experienced in our past. So right now, we are making just decisions on things we've experienced, things we picked up, the knowledge, the skills, and ability that we have been involved with. But until you decide to research and find out for yourself, we are going to have this debate right now. But this is not what we're talking about. We're not here to talk about the ICE thing and all that and to call people out. And you did make the conversation about, you were right. You don't see a lot of other cultures hiring Black and white people. They hire each other. But like you said, mostly Black people and Caucasian people, we hire each other to do the work. The only time we see other races or cultures involved in it, if it's in corporate America. We have a lot of people from other nationalities that are in corporate America, and some are involved with them. That's the only time we are working for or with them. So would you like to go to the next banner? Or are you going to stay there?
Well, I'm gonna run down this was not right here. He said that's right. Mexicans choose to work. They can't refuse. We never had that luxury. So why are we fighting that fight then? It'd be something else if somebody was making them work. Ain't nobody making them work. Like you said, they got the luxury. No,
he's saying that That's right.
I know exactly what he's saying.
Choose to work. You know, they can refuse. But he was saying in the act of African American black people, we didn't have that luxury. We gotta work.
What job you had to work on since you've been alive? What job you couldn't quit? No, I'm asking you a question. What job you couldn't quit since you've been working on this earth?
I can quit any job that I
Thank
work.
you. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. Listen what I'm saying.
Listen,
hold on.
Let me
hold up.
finish. You just can't. Okay, you just want me to do yes and no. Okay.
No, I'm just saying. The what's name that they making is the same shit they ain't none of these niggas had to, none of these dudes on this panel ain't never had to work no job that they couldn't quit. So you talking about your ancestors, your great grandma, and all this old type of work. You are not talking about yourself. That's the problem. We acting like we in a slave mentality right now, like we on the slave, like somebody making us work. No, y'all go and work for the same person you hate, and then cry about it. You can have your own company, you can start your own business and all that right now. All I'm saying is you do got the luxury to not work, to say, no, I'm not doing that. Ain't none of these dudes born on this page been made to work ever in their life. Ever in their life, ain't nobody ever made them work unless they were locked up. That's the only time the state got the right to make you do something you don't want to do. That's the only time. All this stuff they talking about is just because they ain't never did it. They ain't never had to work. No. Said what law enforcement in America had they face? The ones that's being docked when these folks are going after their families and all this. These people done went, let me tell you something, social media done changed the game. They got these people going across state to state trying to find out what these people families at and all this. That's why these people got masks on, man. And if you can't, you know what makes it so bad? If you can't do that much research into knowing what doxing is and to know what these folks doing trying to expose people's family, that's why they went in that dude's church the other day, because they said he was a pastor and he worked for ICE agent. And that don't mean that because this man's job outside of his what he do as a pastor, whatever, that you go after his church, his congregation, all that. We are crossing the lines. We are crossing the lines. You don't do stuff like that. And don't tell me that going in the church is legal too. No, it's not. Better check the 1994 bill. He said, how they work, bro, and they are legal people. The game, bro, haven't seen ICE in Chinatown. Yes, I have seen ICE in Chinatown. Yes. And you need to do more research, because ICE go to Chinatown and lock Chinamen up for being here illegally too. So get your facts straight before you come at me, man, because I really do research. And y'all, it's only a Google away on your fingertips, but you can do the same research I do and find out that they do arrest Chinese, they do arrest white people from Russia, they arrest people from India, they arrest people from Iran, they arrest people from all over the place around here. Do your research. How does illegal cash checks, bro, and get paid? Chinatown make them fake IDs. do your research on that too, because anything you come at me, I got an answer for it. See, I don't do like y'all and just jump over and just refuse to answer. Oh, I'm too grown to answer. I'm just like Farrakhan. You ask me a question, I got an answer for you, player. So you just do the research. As soon as I give it to you, you do the research. How many Chinatown and all that been doing fake IDs? Yeah, that part. In America, you can peacefully protest, not inside a church, Ruben. And you can do that fact check on that too. All right. Back to the show. Did we do this one here? Come on with it.
Your brain link past events like threats or joy to current situation, influencing your reaction, but becoming aware of these patterns allow you to challenge old beliefs.
Hold on. Is that right? Why? What else? Good night. Well, I'm trying to get somewhere. There. Okay. And then read that little bit at the end.
Allows you to challenge old beliefs and create positive changes for the future.
Okay. Bam. There you go.
So childhood emotional neglect, growing up having to figure things out alone. These are some things we're talking about, that will cause a person to have issues in their lifetime.
Can you break that down for me?
Like when a person growing up having to figure out things alone. We have a lot of people that lose parents early in life, or parents are not just there, they're absent. So you're having to figure these things out on your own, on how to be an adult, how to manage money, like no one checked in emotionally, like you're just emotional neglect.
Yeah. Like when your mama or somebody, crackhead or something,
possibly, yeah.
Or just mama not there, just running the street or whatever.
Just absolutely. Like now we have modern day children. The television is raising these children.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. All right, come on with it.
So forming your identity, past experiences, especially early childhood ones, build your self-perception and worldview.
Yeah. So basically what you're saying is you just didn't get to this place on your own. A lot of people was thought a certain kind of way, or maybe the mind. Some people have a follower type ship mind, and some people got a leadership type mind. And some people was raised to go their own way, and some people was raised to stay in line with the sheep. So sometimes you got a lot of situations that a lot of people might not even believe in, but they so aligned with staying with the flock and not being different that they refuse to acknowledge what they really think or what they really stand for. Just trying to get along with the group. And I think that's dangerous sometimes because I think I think a lot of times we don't realize that that just following somebody, you know how they say, lead you to your slaughter. You know how you can follow, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But a lot of them would drink just because they see other people drinking. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing how, the wild. How alligators catch jokers at the corner, wasn't they? Okay, I know they coming over here to drink some of this water. You know what I'm saying? Pray no, you coming over there to drink some of this water. So, and I think that's the problem right there. When somebody control your water or how you drink, you naturally would get mad at them. Because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, the reason you think like you think because you're an entrepreneur, you work for yourself, so you think that." Oh, so who do you work for? A lot of people don't even want to say that they are part of the system. And they hate the system that they had to go up and get up and line up and work for every day. And I feel like that's a bigger issue that a lot of people ain't talking about. Because I think if we didn't sell our passed down farms and pass down houses thinking we were gonna run and move to a better city or a bigger city or what people pass down stuff to us and we let it go. It's a lot of kids that was given houses that they let go back on taxes and all kind of stuff because they just couldn't take care of the stuff. And you can't blame other people for stuff that you know the rules of the game, so you got to change the way you think. You know what I'm saying? If you know you need money for this, that means you need to put something down so you can save some money. So a lot of people want to blame the man, but a lot of people got a lot of habits that they can't keep up with. And it's easy to point fingers, but truth and honestly, we ain't been in slavery for a long time. We all know the rules of the game. It's hard. We used to always say it's hard, but it's fair.
Yeah.
But the point now, don't nobody want that hard part, nobody. Nowhere. They just want it fair.
Yeah. They just want it done.
People want to lay up all day. People want to get out work and just they don't want no second job. They don't want people don't even have dreams no more. Let me tell you something about black people. People that your kids don't dream about owning a company no more. Your kids don't dream about uh, 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 running stuff or big dreams and this and that. You got a lot of kids that's not dreaming big. And you know why? Because they don't have the role models to do it. They ain't got the role models showing them. When you sitting back and you watching your mama and dad are just rolling up, just chilling, they're just doing whatever. It's hard to be motivated to be great. We ain't raising our children to be great no more. And I know it hurts. because we was always told we great. I remember loving gold. And the reason I always loved gold because they said our ancestors that ran the pyramids, that ran Egypt, they had gold around their neck. They was kings and queens. All they wore is gold. You never heard no king with a silver crown. You ain't never heard that. They always wear gold and all that. And now, people want to wear silver all the time. Fake jewelry, stuff turning their neck green, goblin and everything. Because you know what? Fake is the new real. So I challenge people. Dare to be great again. Dare to be great. Dare to change your family. Dare to be a positive example when somebody see you. They see greatness. They see somebody trying to be great. They see somebody trying to do better. Walk and talk with your children again. We letting the internet raise our children. We letting the social media raise our children, all kind of stuff. Dare to be great again. Dare to stop using the past as a crutch, as you can't rise up because you got a foot on your neck in some kind of perspective that you can't get up. See, that's what I see. When I see a nigga whining all day about how the white man doing him and all that, all I see is a weak motherfucker that can't do it on his own. That's all I see when I see a nigga that he crying about 400 years ago. Motherfucker, you is 50. You is 50 years old, nigga. It's a trip. When a motherfucker can't live in the day. I think about my old gangbang buddies. They start goddamn, oh, they start throwing up their gang signs and all that. They living back, they still want to put a bandana in their back pocket and walk down the goddamn street and all that. Man, you got to evolve, niggas. Y'all still stuck back in time and time travel. You got to evolve. You got to think different. These men, you know what? Women are crying out for real men. Y'all ain't showing me shit. All that goddamn whining and shit. The man got me down. You think your brothers, your sisters look at you as a strong black man and all you crying about is what happened 400 years ago? The man still got us down, this and that. Well, how so many making it now, long as they get up, they bootstraps up. Why all these men, why these men talking about how they got this going on, this and that, and still whining, still crying? We got to change. We got to change our thought. We got to change how we move, how we talk, how we think. We got to stop being a damn victim. I remember I used to like Dwayne Wade's commercial. And I remember what they said. You fall down 6 times and you get up 7. Man, stop acting like y'all on the ground with somebody standing on y'all neck. Cause ain't nobody standing on y'all's neck no more, man. get up and make something happen and stop all this crying, man. It's not a good look. The women are looking at you. I remember when slaves had to be strong because they saw who was looking at them. We looking at you and grown men crying about everything around them. Real men make stuff happen. Other men cry and talk about how reason they couldn't do it. You got the could not do it men over here, and you got the can do men over here. Which one are you? Because time out for crying, time out for whining. We got a bunch of whiners and cryers, crying about everything. Now we cry so much. We crying for illegal aliens. People ain't even Americans. I mean, what are we doing? When the last time? When the last time? You know, a black guy killed that we cried for. We didn't even cry for that old lady that the policeman shot in our house like they crying for this lady here. They done raised hell. You see any white liberal women out there raising hell when that black lady got shot by the police in her own house? I ain't seen none of this. It's just sad. Let's run down this thing. History in school. Now, guess what? We just said the school books was bullshit. So you studying history in school, man. If you still holding on that, I know you already lost because we already know that the history books was lied to. Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. He didn't even make it to America. He was down there, hated someone. So, hey, you already tripping. All right, come on with it. When you know better, you do better. That's not true because some people know they're smoking bad for them. They still smoke. Some people know drinking bad for them. They still drink. So that's a lie. When you know better, people still don't fucking do better. So next one. All right. We all work for self, bro. That's just the job. I don't understand it because not everybody work for self unless you look at it as in, even if you sign your name to a corporation, you still working for yourself. So if you still working for yourself and you under a contract, kind of like what's name, but you still can quit that job whenever you want to, that means you technically is not a slave. Okay. All right. Why you say that about our people? I grew up around men that was captains of their ship. Yeah. What men trying to be captains around their ship now? What men around here that's standing up saying we can do anything? I remember when Obama became president, we told black children, you can be anything you want to be in America. As long as you try hard enough, you can be anything you want. What y'all gave up on it? Just that quick. Just that quick. Y'all gave up on it. Now you don't think like that. Now we back on the slavery. Oh, they finna bring out the wheels and put us in chains. Oh, they didn't take us back to the cotton field. Man, don't nobody pick cotton with their hand no more. What the hell is y'all talking about, man? Technology done moves so fast, I don't even know what y'all talking about. Don't even pick cotton with their hands. I don't know what y'all talking about. Pick cotton. We slaves. I'm lost up in what's the name? All right, come on with it. Do I need to read that, or you gonna read?
Jay said I had a stepdaughter who used to irritate me all day. I used to lose my temper and yell at her, but she always smiled at me and just seemed to worship my attention. I felt guilty, so I made sure to talk to her nicer, speak to her more caring, and play with her more. Some people want what Some people won't see what's obvious in their face, like that child, and will lash out at others for pointing out the issue, like blacks who support racists because they're willingly blind.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. When you come with rhetoric like that, because you say blacks who support racists, what about
That's
black?
all you took from that? What about the positive
No.
thoughts
But that
from
was
that
it.
by
That
changing the
was hold
narrative
on.
from
That was his end point being. Now, if you can't see that, the whole thing was made to say what he did at the end. That's the whole point of trying to bait you up and run it to you, and then throw that little old shit at the end on there. And that's what he wanted the Joker to respond to. So that's what I'm gonna do. So, like I said, we said black who support racists. What about blacks who are racist that hate what they think they are? A lot of people, a lot of blacks that want to sit up here and say, "Oh, blacks can't be racist because we ain't got no power." You a goddamn lie. You can be racist just like anybody. Just like when you go and see a little redneck up in the country and you say, "Oh, look at that old redneck, old racist redneck." Yeah. If a millionaire can be racist, and a redneck that's poor can be racist, that means a millionaire black can be racist, and a poor black can be racist. So all that shit they be trying to cover their ass and just say, "Oh, a black man can't be racist because we don't control nothing." Yes, you do. You control your destinies. You control you. You control how you look at the world and how you view the world and what you do to make a change. You control you. And that's the problem. A lot of people want to point the finger instead of controlling them, controlling what they in charge of. You can be an entrepreneur. You can do whatever you want to do in America. But the thing about it, a lot of them don't want to do that. In your world, fake is the new real. Man, I just exposed everything you said, Ruben. You making things without it googling up nothing. You just saying stuff, and all you doing is taking your talking points for your high up white people and Mexican people and your Somalian people and all them. You know what they do all day, every day? They just say racist, racist, racist as they break the law and all kind of stuff. We done found all this government run other stuff that they've been hiding money, all that stuff they doing up there in Minnesota and all that. All you can think of is racist. Can't say nothing else. Can't say nothing else. That's bad when all you can say is one thing about a person and nothing else. Come on with it. My last post, understand, this is real, don't care about fake no more. They won't study. In the world, we building congressmen and senators, doctors, lawyers, and carpenters. We rebuilding our people and not talking about them. We are going to unite, be who God made us. Okay. And that sounds very good. So if you're doing that and you saying you're not gonna be talking about them no more, well stop it. Just stop talking about them and build your people up. And that's what all I'm saying. White claiming the victim now. Trump say civil rights done turn whites into victims because black people asked to be treated civilly. Whites were mistreated. Okay, I think what you probably not getting is I watch the news. And Jay, I'm sure you watch the news too. And you know, the only thing I hear them saying now, you know, for 200, 400 years after slavery, they blaming every white man, just like you doing. Whites claiming every white man. They saying, uh, white men are over all this in the country. White men, this white man, this white man, this. That's all you hear all day. Is how they have a hate because they feel like white people still got the money. After they did all this kind of stuff, and they feel like white people still got the money. Okay. Somali can just sent $9 billion over to their people. But what they doing with it? Mexican people got money. The cartel got all kind of money over there. What they doing with the money? Not paying their workers. Why is Mexico claim they so rich, but all they people got to run from Mexico and work in the United States? Make it make sense. Anybody can feel either way they want. But if you are not mistreating or taking advantage or disadvantage of people, who cares? Well, I tell you this. I'm the type of person, if somebody don't like me, I just naturally stop liking them. So I feel like sometimes you don't realize the view, the media, and everybody attacking one person. And when that person starts saying enough is enough and start attacking them back, then they the racists. Not the people that started the attack, but the people that said, oh, you the president or you the what's name, why are you talking down to me? I should be able to say anything I can about you, but you shouldn't be able to say nothing about me. Well, what you got now is a regular person in office. And if you fuck with him, he gonna fuck with you. And I don't have no beefs about stuff like that. Somebody pick on me, they better hope that I don't affect nothing they got because I'm gonna pick on them right back. And that's just the way of life. Come on with that. Big bro, you're entitled to your own opinion. That's the best thing you done said all night. That's the best thing you done said all night. But history teaches you American is a melting pot. Yeah. American people is a melting pot. People that come in here legally and become American citizens. But ain't nowhere else is a melting pot. If you go to China, it's not a melting pot. If you go to Japan, it's not a melting pot. If you go to Mexico, it's not a melting pot. So I think you ought to tread lightly on what you say about a melting pot because you can't do nothing there or nowhere else but here. Everyone else is half racist, half you see, even in Nigeria, they killing Christians and all that. You don't have the same rights that you got over here. The reason Caucasian, man, I don't know why you be doing this stuff. It's because they are about to be minority. Man, big dog, I understand what you're saying, but reason people mad, just be honest, Ruben. I believe because when people feel like people cheating, like if we were racing and we start off a marathon and then I'm way ahead of you with this and that, and then all of a sudden you hide behind a bush or something and you let the laps go by, you jump out on the track and you feel like you done ran up and caught up with me and all that. That's cheating, man. And America just don't like cheaters, man. They don't like cheaters. So right now, Somalians are cheating. Right now, Mexicans are cheating. They coming over here. We can't do it. We can't go to their country and do that. How many people jumping the Mexican border trying to get over there? Nobody. Nobody. How many white, black people and now they climbing the Mexican fence trying to get over to Mexico? Nobody. So be careful when you talk about a Mexican pot, which that same pot don't even want you in it. They want to make gumbo without you in it. Half of these folks self-teaching themselves that don't like blacks. Only time they want blacks is to help them stay in this country. Other than that, they don't give a damn about you in no kind of way. They don't put no money in your pocket, Ruben. Show me a Mexican check. Show me a senorita check. That's what you do. Man. Ruben, you know what makes it so bad? Name calling is the first thing about your intellect. One thing I realized these last couple weeks of people trying to call you dumb because you think a different way. People try to call you different names and all kind of stuff just because you think a different way. That tell you more about y'all character. Because Martin Luther King said, don't judge a man on the color of his skin. Judge him on his character. And that tell you about your character. Is when you don't get your way, you got to call people names. You got to denigrate them. You got to call them dumb. You got to call them stupid. You got to call them fake. You got to call them, you ain't no motherfucking real man. If you got to do all that, be a man. And the same thing you can do behind his back, do it in his face. Because I don't think that happens enough. Because there's a lot of fake Facebook gangsters that jump on here and they talk all kind of shit to people. And then when they get in their face, they smiling. Ha ha ha. You know that was just Facebook, man. You know what I'm saying? That was just Facebook, man. You know what I'm saying? We just play on Facebook. Yo, keep that shit real. Keep that same energy on and off Facebook. When you don't like somebody, play like you don't like them in your face too. Call him the B word in his face. Tell him he ain't real. Tell him he a punk. Tell him he all kind of stuff right in his face. And let's see how it goes then. See, a lot of people want to throw the rock and hide their hand. Be real all the way around. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people ain't real all the way around. That's fake when you got to get on the internet and just call people names and talk about people and this and that and all that, and you won't say the same thing in his face. I look at when I come in on a post, I look at people all over in Florida, all in Pennsylvania, and all of them. They be like, "Oh, you ain't this and you ain't that, this and that." You know what? Them same people, they would never come in Jackson, Mississippi, and say that stuff in my face. That tell me you're a fake Facebook gangster. But if you can't say it to a man's face, don't say it over the internet. Because, that's what I liked about that little Corey Holcomb and Antoine Daniel debate. Because Antoine Daniel knew that they think totally different. Flew, met him right in his studio, sat down there and talked to him. And you know what a dude tried to do? Tried to tell that old stuff. Oh, I'm from here. I'm from there. I'm a big bad wolf and all that. And he said, I don't give a damn where you from. I'm from here, right here. I got brothers. I can scrap. We can go right outside. We can do this thing right here. Then, oh, no, we don't want to do that. All I'm saying, these old fake tough guys out here that really ain't about this life, y'all need to stop it, man. A lot of these folks, fake tough guys, fake internet guys that'll talk all kind of stuff on the internet but not say nothing in their face. And I think people when they talking all this big bad stuff, they need to realize that some are still out here. Come on with it.
So, difficulty receiving love or help, feeling uncomfortable when someone shows up consistently.
Read that right quick, JJ. That's something.
Jay said, I got white partners. We talk about everything, racism included. Even white people don't deny the mistreatment of our people and admit injustice even today. Stop it. Stop it. Your opinion is full of fault, big boy. I don't know why you can't even consider your misjudgment. Nobody's perfect, but your analyst is full of error to say the least. My last comment on the topic, cause it's obvious you see it's one dimensional.
No. Listen, me ain't no pause, ain't no stop it. Cause all I said was we can disagree. We can see something different. But calling people out their name, calling people fools, calling people ignorant, calling people faulty because it's different than yours, or considered misjudgment because it's different than yours. Why yours can't be misjudgment? Why your analyst can't be wrong? See, that's the problem. You're looking at me like you are God, or your opinion is right. Your opinion is holy. No, your opinion is what it is. It's just another man's opinion. And it don't make yours no righter than mine. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying be respectful to the man as a man, and stop getting on this Facebook, starting talking down on another man just because he disagree with you. You can talk about the subject and be disagreeable without being nasty with it. And what I'm saying is a lot of y'all being nasty with it because somebody feels different than the thought that y'all got. That's the problem I got. Being nasty with it. I agree. Our people done had harm and all this old kind of stuff. But what I'm trying to say is, when are you going to get over it? It's just like having a headache that you said was last week and you steady dwelling on that same headache that was last week. When you going to get over the headache? When you going to acknowledge, yeah, we've been done wrong. But when you going to when is it time to move on? When is it time to stop crying about it? It's people that had a car accident and won't drive right now because it's still affecting them. They can't even function right in a car right now because that accident is still affecting them. And what I'm saying is the past is still affecting you now. And it's affecting you so bad that you're attacking other black people. If you truly my brother, why you got to talk down and talk against and talk negative and call a man out of his name just because you feel different? That's all I'm saying. Come on with it.
I tell no lies, speak facts, bro. All praises, God watching. No one has called you nothing, bro. Everything now, everyone know this is a fact. You're getting caught in your feelings. We just debating facts.
No.
You were talking about him saying what?
No. listen, Ruben. You can sit up there and say facts, but when you call another man fake, when you tell a joker he ain't real because he say something different than you ain't real, you fake, bro. I can go back many podcasts and many interviews where you done said because you was on my side 1 minute, and if I said something you didn't like, oh, you fake, bro. You ain't real, bro. And you done said this, bro. So Ruben, don't come here talking about you tell no lies. Oh, yeah. You claim you speak facts, but only person can feed facts if they say they can never tell something wrong. See, as soon as you tell me that all you speak is facts, you already got me fucked up. Because don't nobody just tell all the whole truth. And don't nobody walk in the eyes straight, Lord, and try to do everything right. Try to not smoke, not drink, not do this, not do that. Now you can play this role, and you can play a role and try to make yourself seem all holy, and your goddamn words come out of goddamn factual book. But ain't no book you read was made in facts. We already debunked every book that was ever made. Wasn't made in facts. See, all these are people's opinions. All these are words that came from a man. None of these good words came from God. They came from men that was inspired by God. And all of them make mistakes. So when you come and you say everything is factual, then I know you bullshit me. Because we don't live in a factual world. Everybody lie. Everybody tell lies. Everybody have told a lie. So when you come out here and you try to make me feel like you are God's next son that was dropped down on him, you can kiss my ass. Next one. Come on with it.
So behavior patterns. You might develop habits like people pleasing, avoidance, or irritability to cope with past hurts, affecting daily actions and relationships.
Yeah, you heard that people pleasing, ain't it? Because that's what a lot of them do on the show. On the live, they trying to please the next person. Everybody trying to please. Guess what? It's my turn to attack. Let me run ahead and take it down and throw my factual word. I can't be wrong. Everything I say is real. Everything he says is wrong. But you know one thing they won't do? They won't Google it up. They won't Google nothing up. They won't go to the internet and look it up. Because I done sat there and me and Ruben done sat there and talked. And I done sat down and broke down and then sat there and broke down and Google up stuff and proved him wrong. And then you know what he say? Yeah, I take my lick. You right, bro. I take my lick. Yeah. So don't try to sit up here and act like you were forever right and all that. Because a man that is scared to just tell the truth. When you don't stand on your word, we got to remember all that. Stand on your word out here. If you're claiming you're real, you're claiming you're the next Messiah, stand on it. Remember that. People pleasing. Yeah. Come on with it.
Can being too independent be a strength or armor to protect? You know, a lot of times we say we are very independent. I can take care of my own. I'm good. I got this. So are you really just being independent? Or are you putting up this armor of protection? of like, I need some help, but I got this protection up to say that I'm independent and I got myself, but you actually need help. And these come from
I think,
past challenges that we faced in our
yeah,
life.
I think everybody need help. And I think you'd be a fool if you don't feel like you need help. Everybody need help. But I think sometimes we get into this point where we get people out here and they feel like they know more than what they know. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Ruben live in this world long as he say God watching me, or or God this, God that. He throw God in there no time and make his what he say factual. So he's living through trying to talk through God like he Jesus. He's trying to talk through God and tell me what God said. You know what, man? I was thinking, just imagine this, Ruben. God talking to me right now. And he's saying, you know what, Ruben? You know what? I want you to quit smoking, quit drinking. I want you to live by God's way. And I want you to walk that walk you talking about. And I don't want you to stray. I want you to stay down that straight line. And when people see you, they don't see somebody babbling and this and that. They see the intelligent man you are all the time. And kids look up at you and say, you know what? I want to be just like him. Come on with it.
Man, we speaking up for you. I don't sit down crying, not doing nothing. I hustle, I work, I help others more than I help myself. I tell you because I got love, bro. Plus, your influence means something because of the position you're holding. I make sure people consider and object points, especially on racism when it's the main reason affecting us in a whole today. Affecting results and history proves this point. But listen, let me give an example. We're always talking about racism. We all Most of us on this platform, we are people of color, as they call it, right?
And that,
So we
hold on, can I say one thing right quick? Now, JJ, I'm not talking about you. I don't know what's his name. Ruben know who I'm talking about. And it got some extra people that Ruben know who I'm talking about that I'm talking about. So it's more Ruben know exactly the people I'm talking about. They ain't on here on this page right here, but we done went at it on other pages. But yeah, go ahead.
okay, back to that we are people of color. We still live in this society. Whatever is going on in our situation, we have all faced racism against ourselves, just being who we are, that we were born into. Okay. So you can knock however you rock with whatever way you go politically or what's going on in the world today. But I guarantee that you have experienced something because of who you are. Just because how you look, somebody has judged you on you how you look. So I feel like a lot of these men that's talking tonight, that's probably talking about those essence of what they probably experience in how they look, who they are. So these are like traumas that they have experienced in their past to make them still have the decisions of how they rock right now. And you got to realize that too. You're on a different motive because you have a higher being that you're looking up to right now. And if that's what you choose to do, that's okay. That's the way you move. But from experience that people are experiencing in life, they move accordingly to what they've gone through. So however you feel is however you feel. If you got past what you experienced when you were young and being who you are or born to be and experience these things in life from the people of your same color and people that's not of your color. So you've experienced these things and it molded you to be a different person, but now you on another thing, and that people feel like you're giving high praises to somebody or a situation that involve people that probably have put trauma on us in our past. So that's why so many people are like, rah, 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 why are you doing this? Why, rah, rah. But listen, I'm just trying to keep it clear as I can and not be involved in what everything that you're probably thinking or talking about, because I haven't called a name or anything, right? So I'm just thinking. So everybody's entitled to their opinions. Jay, LaRuben, Marcus, everybody, Miss Nola, you all entitled to your opinions, and that's fine. You can feel the way you feel. That's fine. Everybody can express how they feel. This the platform. This hood talk. We around here for it. But I'm just saying, we're on the subject of people taking things from their past and it affecting us now. Are these things coming to haunt us now? Yes, they are. Because we went through these things in life. They're still haunting us now. So some people don't move past what they've been through. Some people that has, but you grasp onto another leash. So whatever leash you decide to go, that's your opinion. That's your way of being. So we all still, we not doing no name calling around here. We're not gonna call nobody out of name. We're not, even if it's somebody that we're speaking of, just don't call them out of name. If you can't address their name, just say the man or something. Just call what they are, their sex or whatever. So we're gonna keep it level-headed around here, because it's not just a conversation that's at stake when it comes to me. It covers a lot of personal things with me. So, we just can't elaborate so much on the platform right now. We're going to try and stick to what's at hand, if we can all do that together. Would you be okay with that, Mr. Know-It-All?
Yeah.
Okay, well, great. Thank you.
I'm good with that, because that's what I took. Now me and Jay, we always have pleasant things, and we can talk to disagree and understand what point we trying to what's name. But all I'm saying is, I was telling Ruben, just because if we have a disagreement with something, and you like something, you think I don't like it, but and the other guys that Ruben and all us, we know we talking about, I took it very offensive the other day to see that, you get on a post, for the world to see, and then you started out by calling a person dumb, a person stupid, or trying to make it seem like somebody got lower intelligence than you because they think different than you. What makes America great is a melting pot. They just put that in there. The melting pot. That means people that think different. Everybody that think different. You cannot make everybody think the same. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want everybody to think the same, or I don't like you no more. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, when we're thinking about the melting pot, I'm thinking back in the time when the Europeans came to the United States. That was an era. So when I think about
you thinking, hold on, you said when you think about the melting pot, what?
When I think about the melting pot, I'm only thinking about when the European immigration came into the United States and started trying to live here. That was like a form of immigration. when they start coming here to try and be a part of the United States. That's the melting pot that I'm thinking of. So maybe,
I
you
think
know,
I
because
think you went.
when you, but
I
listen, when
think
you
you're
think
going
about,
back too far.
no, well, it's something like having diverse cultures.
Right, but that's
You
just
know,
like
people that
when I think of
blend.
melting pot. I'm gonna tell you what I think about when I think of melting pot. I
Let me
think
hear.
about I think about when I was in Atlanta, when I in New York. I think then when you say melting pot, you get a lot of different cultures, and they in one city, and they trying to get along. They acting together. They working together, and all that old type of stuff. That's what you call a melting pot, not just an immigration of one race.
No, listen. Well, I don't mean it
But
of one race. I'm saying it's in the instance where so many shared cultures came to United States trying to get our identity. So it wasn't just Europeans. You know, there were so many people decided to try and come to United States. They have so much freedom, so much growth, so many things that they can build from. You know, so it's like an origin that just came in and being a part of the United States, like other cultures other than Americans.
but I feel like the legal
Yeah,
immigration.
the legal way, of course.
Right.
Yeah, the
See,
legal way.
I think the only thing about this is I I'm cool with legal Mexicans and whatever and all that want to be Americans. Now, when you want to come over here and you don't want to be American, you come over here, you don't want to you want to turn American to your country. That's when you need to send them back to their country because obviously you love your country. So why you over here with your flag trying not to be American? See, the whole reason we got that flag with the stars will represent the bullets and the states and all that. The blood that was shedded, to make this America what it is. See, when people just know about the flag and they break the flag down, what the flag really means. No, that means diversity. The flag means diversity and coming together. You know what I'm saying? One time when I remember that I felt like we really came together, I think 9/11. When 9/11 came, when the Twin Towers fell and this and that, I remember my mama had just came from New York. And I was so mad thinking my mama had just visited the Twin Towers and all this, and now they done knocked. I was ready to jump back in the army, and I'm ready to re-enlist and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is we don't understand that all this stuff here is like you never trying to overcome. You just like when they came on in, they said, I got white friends, I got this, I got that. Having white friends as a pet type is different than having real, genuine friends that you have respect for, that you won't get online and trying to, make it seem like they did something to you. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My white friend was born and he was raised up with me in the neighborhood and this and that around black people and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I've been knowing him all my life. You feel what I'm saying? So when people out here talking about they got a white friend, I ain't talking about no co-worker that you met 2 years ago and y'all cool, and sometimes y'all cool, sometimes y'all not and all that. I'm talking about a genuine friend that you was raised up with. You know what I'm saying? I went to the Army. I actually made friends when I went to the Army that think different, are different, all that. You feel me? And I think the racism that a lot of us got in our heart right now is bad. It's bad. It's is not where we can move forward. Because, okay, let's do this. And I challenge anyone to say this. What would make you be able to get over it? If you ain't gonna get no reparations and all that, can you get over this? So if you saying you can't never get over this, that means you're gonna die being a racist. That means you're gonna die thinking people did you wrong all your life and you ain't gonna never try to get it good. But at the same time you doing this, it's people coming across the border and all that in 4-5 years they got business and all that because they working together. We don't work together no more. We sit up there talking about, oh, they the new slaves. We ain't slaves. That's why we don't do that. But they don't want getting big old trucks. Got tree companies, roofing companies, and all this stuff coming over here taking all these jobs. It done got to the point that I asked black people, who would you rather have working for you? A Mexican or black people? And they say, I would rather have one Mexican than 3 black people. So black people should be ashamed with themselves. That's the problem. Black people need to get them some cahuntas and realize, no, you done fell off. We got to get back on the horse. See, people that feel like they listen to me, but they ain't listening. They ain't listening to me because right now in this day, it's up to you to make whatever you want to make. And while you doing all this complaining and what's not, like I say, be an entrepreneur. Start your own business. A lot of these people that's complaining about the man working for the man. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do both. You can't do both. You know when they have babies, you know the babies that you like to keep. You know you got a grandchild or you got a child, couple of children around you, and there's one child that you like to keep because that motherfucker don't whine. It don't holler. That motherfucker just chill and you can give him a phone or whatever. That motherfucker good the rest of the day and all that. You be like, I'll keep your child, but no, I ain't keeping that crying motherfucker there. That's how black folks done got it. We crying too goddamn much. They don't know how they want to be around these same black folk. Oh man, what's the name? I always talking about that goddamn race shit, man. That motherfucker always crying about something. Man, it's old, man. Let's try to move on. Let's try to stop crying. That's all I'm saying. It's time to stand up. It's just like falling and hurting your leg and getting up. Even back in the day, mama used to kiss. I guess they ain't have no mama to kiss their knee. Because my mama kissed my knee one time. I'm good. You feel me? I done let it go. I done let that motherfucker go. These motherfuckers want to be, they want their leg licked. These motherfuckers won't stop crying about the same shit over and over every time we get on the show. Let me tell you what the Caucasian and the white man have done us. Let me tell you. Now, y'all the ones sound like Rufus. Let me tell you, the white man water here to keep it down.
Okay.
All that type of stuff. Man, you gotta change that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the one that sound like a Rufus. The one that feel like he can't take care of himself. The man got me where I can't go nowhere, no up. The man got me. I can't do that. All right, come on. Hold on. Hold on. Man, you gotta do something about calling these names, man. I don't know what about that Caucasian stuff. I don't know. I understand that's a name or whatever, but I don't know. That sounds kind of barbaric. I call them Caucasian.
Well, should he just say white? It's still the
That's what I
same.
said. I mean, it's just simple to say white or something that all that Caucasian and all that. Come on with it.
Jay said, I can't say nothing to nobody who want to be over here. Rather to be a citizen, make money to send you your native country to help your family, or etc. Especially when people who ran away to someone else's island instead of staying, fighting for their freedom. Make it hard for the people who stayed and ancestors died for little freedom they have today.
What happened last week, Jay?
I'm not going there.
Jamie talking about shit that he ain't been through. You ain't seen what the last 50 years. What let's stay in the last 50 years or something. What's up then? See, that's the problem. We want to be such a victim that we want to stay 50 years plus, way back in the goddamn.
We can't say it's victimizing because you discuss things that like just because you're not experiencing now. Well, I'm just saying, like, literally, because you're not experiencing it now. Have you ever had conversations with your ancestors to talk about things that they experienced in life? Like the hardship.
Yeah. I did a whole interview with my grandma. I asked her about all that and all that. And my grandma gave me a bunch of wisdom on it. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I respect about my mama, she don't even talk about that kind of stuff, this and that. And that helps her function in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't get into them type of debates and this and that. But what I'm saying is, when we can't talk about nothing like last week, yesterday, if everything is about what happened in goddamn 18020 and goddamn 1604 when the Bible was wrote, you know what I'm saying? Like, when everything is past my great grandmama age, I mean, stuff we ain't never lived through or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nan person that you grew up with been whipped with a whipped, and you know what I'm saying, and stayed out and picked cotton all day. Nobody in your 50s that did that. Nobody grew up with you did that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. We done got so, I put it away. I've been to an AAA meeting. And one thing that trauma, they'll tell you, go day for day. It takes getting over something day for day. So the best way to try to get over a lot of stuff that you done been through way back then is not to keep rehashing an old wound. Get to a place where you can forgive. Ain't that what a Christian and all they're supposed to do? They're supposed to forgive something and try to move on from it. And make yourself stronger by getting over it. We can't get over nothing. There's grown men out here that can't get over nothing. Still stuck. Get over it. It happened. We got a wrong draw of the what's name and all that. But it's time to get over it. It's time to move on a little bit farther. And so you can make something happen. Because guess what? One thing about it, I ain't gonna say the name, but I'm gonna say this action. One thing about it, we talk about a man and we say, oh, he ain't good at this here. He failed that business And he filed bankruptcy 7 times. He failed at these many business, this and that. And then we'll look at our people and we'll say, man, you gonna fall, you gonna fail at stuff. That make you a better person. That make you a wiser person for your next venture. Some of the most successful businessmen done failed at many businesses before they got it right. They went all in. Them gamblers, they pushed all their cards in to try to make this work and make that work right. And then sometimes something hit. And then they look like a genius. But now we trying to condemn somebody for doing the same thing that we say you should be commended for. You take away the name. You put a black face on it. He failed these many times. Then he rose up and became great. Same thing about Jordan. He didn't even make his high school basketball team. And now he considered the best basketball player of all time. And I challenge y'all to watch his video. He said the reason he became great is all his failures. And sometimes y'all need to look through y'all own history instead of trying to teach me something. Because y'all need to just watch around y'all. Because I can give you stuff. What's name? Watch that Jordan commercial when he talking about how he didn't make his basketball team, how he went to college and this and that. And he did 4 years of college, all this old type of stuff here. He did all this type of stuff before he made it to the NBA. But we don't want to do that. Because we want to find everything to make somebody wrong in their eyes because we don't like them. If we don't like them, we're going to find everything it is to make them wrong. We don't look at that. This man was best friends with Michael Jackson, went to every Michael Jackson trial. That don't sound like a dude that's racist that go to every.
Who are we talking about?
No, remember we don't supposed to be saying no names, so I ain't gonna say no names. But they know.
But why bring it up then? I don't know what you're meaning.
You just told me we ain't saying the name.
No, I'm saying somebody went to a Michael Jackson trial. So what does that make them?
No, I said they were friends with Michael Jackson. They went to all his trials and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
They were friends with Jesse Jackson. They the one helped with his campaign to run for president. They was friends with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, good friends with him. Friends with Tiger Woods, played golf with him, all that. Friends with Hershey Walker. Friends with Don King, that was he doing all the boxing and all that. Friends with Whoopi Goldberg until he became a Republican. Well, he became a Republican in 2015.
He became one?
Yeah, he was a Democrat. As soon as he became a Republican, then he became the enemy. And see, people don't even want to see that. People don't even want to see that he sued 4-5 news stations and won suits against all of them for lying on him. People don't want to do real research because it's hard to say I'm wrong. It's hard to look up and say that I might have made a mistake. I might not know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
How many lawsuits that so-called won that you can type up right quick before we get off?
I will not. I will not.
Hold on. All right, I'm back. Okay. What we let me see. What was nine said my great granddaddy had blue eyes. Most sisters and brothers part of Caucasian lineage. I can't say nothing to. Oh, hold on. We read that, didn't it? My bad. This the one I was not thinking. Let's see. All right. Come on with it.
Jay said the reason we know each other now is mainly because we were forced to live in a certain area or neighborhood. The reason we talk the way we do is because we were not allowed to assimilate into normal American culture. It's one thousands of things we still deal with because of slavery, still suffering from slavery now.
And I know what he's saying. He's saying by the thing of red line. The red line was a real deal, but at the same time, we the ones that had houses and farms and everything that was left to us that wasn't in the city that we let go and gave it to the man. We sold it to the man, and he doubled back out the city and ran to our big old country farms, and we ran to the city and tried to work for the man when we had farmland and all that stuff. So I think both of us was not, because I remember back in the day they said the white man came to Africa with a Bible. He gave the Bible to the black man, and he and all of a sudden he had the land. He got the land, and he gave us a dream. You know what I'm saying? So what we're trying to say is, at the same point, what he's saying is we got to stop blaming everything on the man, because slavery was on every continent in the world. Every continent had slavery. So when we sit up here and we just keep on badgering and talking about slavery, this, slavery, that, every country got slavery. You know, in Africa right now, they got wars going on back and forth, all that. Why? Why we can't get along? And if we keep on right here, we're gonna have the same thing going on here, because we want to bring the wrong type of people over here and do our kind of stuff. Trump administration has lost approximately 60% of the quarter ruling against the merger and won 31%. Okay. But you got to think about what you said. 31%, they filed a whole 100%, and just because they losing some lawsuits, but they winning some because they won a bunch of them against the news people, the propaganda machine. We all used to talk about how the news and the whole government was together, and the government can attack everybody. This the same government that you, the JJ, that you defended, and the same government that Ruben you defended, that said my brother David Chappelle was a crackhead. Said he ran to Africa, he was a crackhead and all that. You know, when he didn't sign a paper, sign his life away to do season 4 of Chappelle's show, they called him a crackhead. And Dave told you that the world around him was crazy, and they were trying to get him to do crazy stuff, this and that. You done seen how Kevin Hart and all these people shut up. They don't have no political views like that, because they shut up and just do their job. Because you know what? They already done put them in a dress. They put all these famous actors, the Will Smiths, and all these favorite actors, the Eddie Murphy and everybody. They put all of them in a dress. So the same people that you talking about, they run all that. All the people that you trying to talk about, and what's the name, the people you defended, the Don Lemons and all that, and all the people that want the illegals over here. Now we want the illegals over here. And like I said, what the legal put money in your pocket? They taking away from your ancestors. They taking away from your kinfolk. They taking away from your children, your grandchildren. They're not giving nothing. Like you said, they taking them away and they sending their money across seas. They sending their money back to their country. They trying to build up their stuff and taking away from you. And you sit here and let your country ride. You ain't Americans. You're not patriots. You're not what's the name. And you want to be in America, but you don't want to be American. You want to be something different than the white man. When the goal to Martin Luther King was to unite y'all. So now you don't want to be united. So all I can say is go get your own jobs. Go and get your own what's the name. Don't care about the white man because you can do it. We just proved that anybody out here can go do anything they want to do since we've been living. See, that's why they scared to stay right here in the what white man making you do today, 2026. What white man can make you work? What white man can make you do anything that you don't want to do? Not now. And ain't none of them trying. Ain't nobody trying to make you do nothing you don't want to do. So it's all up to you. And that's the problem. People hate that it's all up to them. It's all up to you. Who you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to be, how you want to live, it's all up to you. You can put the drink down, you can put the cigarette down, you can save money, you can blow money, you can do whatever you want to do. You can play like you BMF. You can do whatever you want to do in America.
No one's slavery was like ours. That's mostly.
I just keep telling you, Jay. Can you stay within these 50 years that you've been around? What you done seen since you've been around? What you seen with your own eyes? Know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to say slavery by jail or something else, boom, I roll with you on some of that. But all this old steady talking about stuff happened back in 1920s. Let's grow up. Let's get a little better, man. We can't keep on letting everything affect us from way back when. Tell the truth, bro. Supreme Court majority Republican. And let me tell you another thing. Majority Republican, and the Republican is the same party that freed the slaves. The same one that the first Republicans was black Republicans. Back in the day. Your man, Charles Evers from Jackson, that owned 90.1, was a Republican all the way till he died. What about that? You don't talk about that. Republican till he died. And y'all get on this station and Democrat it down every day and cry about it every day. What if Medgar Evers was alive? I mean, what is it? What was his name?
Charles
Evers. Charles Evers. If Charles Evers was around right now, he was a Republican till he died. What would he say? What would he say? He wouldn't be on your side. He'll still be a Republican. So y'all, you ain't got no good leg to stand on. Because the same 90.1 that you standing on a black man that was a Republican till he died. And he just died how long ago? Can you at least Google that up for me?
I'm good. That's not according to the subject tonight.
Just ask. Okay then. All right. I do.
Oh, Lord have mercy. My goodness. He died July of 2020. July the 22nd of 2020.
Yeah, just 5 years ago. And y'all did just turn this radio station to a propaganda, a Democratic propaganda machine. They won't even let a Republican on there no more. Then I got so bad on there, boy. I'm talking about Republicans, one that kept that thing going, kept that thing and spending money into that radio station to get ads and all that stuff, this and that. They love the money, but they don't love nothing else back. He said, do you know Generation Wealth, bro? Do you, Ruben? Why you asking me the question? Do you? Okay. They said the first were white and black joined in. Well, what we talking about right now? I'm gonna say, you are so right, brother. What you put in
what you put in it, that's what you will get out of it.
Right. That part. Is it Charles Everett?
What's up, Arma?
Maggie Evers, real talk. And just because two people are different, both of them played a pinnacle place of making what's name, because guess what? Didn't no black man own no radio station but one, and that was Charles F. What other black man owned the radio station?
Not in Jackson, Mississippi.
So you get now, man. See, that's the problem. When you don't agree, see, that's what I said I don't like. You cannot agree with somebody, but you ain't got the right to call that man a legend, a house Negro. You don't know nothing about Charles F. And you know what? That same thing right there, when he was living, you wouldn't have said that. You wouldn't have said that. You wouldn't have went to his radio station and said that and called him a house Negro. I'd have had multiple conversations with him, and he was a very intelligent and man.
And one thing you would not say in front of him, you would not use the N-word derogatorily. Right. You wouldn't even call nobody that in front of him.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the disrespect. Why, Ruben, you can't disagree with nobody without calling them names? That shows slow in intelligence. When you got the name, throw out name calling with everything.
That's what I say. When you calling people name, or you have to ask.
I don't get on here.
If you have to add profanity in your gesture, or you have to call names in your gesture, that's signs of anger. Like you're not secure in what you believe or saying. So that's why I say all the time, you don't have to curse. You don't have to call a person a name to get your point across.
Now I'm gonna do this. Now, respectfully, with the cursing thing,
you can't help.
Hold on.
Your mouth is
hold on. The show is about are what we've been through. See, a lot of people been around a lot of curses. We've been around. We've been around.
We understand potty mouth.
Listen, because think about this here. Richard Pryor curse. Got there.
But you are not Richard Pryor. You're not.
Oh! Now we're doing this. Now you're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing Ruben doing.
No, I'm saying why
you're doing the same exact thing Ruben doing.
Just talk from your perspective.
Because you disagree with somebody now, or you're not.
I'm not disagreeing with you. You're not Richard Pryor. That's true. Well, that's true.
Okay. Ain't nobody. Hold on. But hold on. When you sit up there and made a blank statement that everybody that cuss is in some kind of different intelligent class or a different level in class,
See, that's what.
that.
Listen, that's not what
That's
I
what
said.
you said. Well, tell me what
No,
you said.
that's what you took.
Tell me what
That's
you
what
said.
you took. Now, don't get offensive if
No,
it hits you where you are. I'm just saying, people that if you have to call somebody out their name or you have to curse, that means you're not securing your thought. You have to add that exclamation to
like
it
I say,
to feel like it's gonna sound different or better. It would be the same thing if you stood on truth. You can say the truth without even use profanity, and you will still stand on it. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say that it put you in a different class. I'm saying you just don't have to curse to make it be more potent, or you don't have to call somebody a name to make it be more potent. If you believe what you believe and you stand on it, you don't have to do any of those things to say what you say and have your view come across. That's all I'm saying. I didn't put nobody in no different category.
With that one, I'm gonna do this. Everybody curse.
I've never in my life heard my mother say a curse word in my entire life when she was living.
That don't mean she never did it.
Well, I'm saying I can't say that.
Right.
So I've never heard my mother curse. Have you heard your mom curse before?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well I haven't. I've never heard my mother curse. I've heard my daddy curse. I've heard my mama curse, but I've never heard my mother curse.
Grandma, I heard my grandma curse. I heard all of them curse. So like I said, if you run it down. So have you ever heard your daddy curse?
Yes.
I bet you ain't say in front of him he ain't intelligent or something.
Now wait a minute. Where did you get not intelligent from? What did you get that from?
You saying a lack of what?
I did not say a lack of anything. I just said that it would not make your message go over stronger just by using profanity or calling somebody a name.
Oh, you saying your message go over?
You don't have to curse to make it go over. If you stand on what you believe, you don't have to curse to make it go better, or you don't have to insult somebody to make it go better. Yeah. You stand on what you want to say. That's your opinion, and that's it.
I agree with that, but I'm gonna go back over this show because I don't think that was the first thing you said, but I understand.
I did not call nobody not intelligent, so don't say that because I wouldn't even have that in my vocabulary, like to be calling somebody dumb and stupid and all that. No.
Hey, she said, "Hey sis, really enjoyed the show. Tell it like it is, guys. Tell it like it is.
That
roll your neck."
Oh, why you have to do it that way? Oh yeah, that felt good.
He said, "I don't know Charles Evans from."
He said, "I do."
Hold on, I do know Charles Evans. He from Fayette. I know him. Real talk. I didn't say nothing, Valencia. Yeah, you did, man. You didn't. You said he was a.
He said he was a house dude.
You said it, man. You something else with yourself. I got it on wax, man.
But listen, don't right they have a street named after him in Fayette?
He might. Yeah. He said Charles Evans was not no Medgar Evers, and you said he was a house Negro. That's exactly what you said, and you wouldn't have said that in front of him.
And that's all you said. That's all you said. If you saw him, you would not say that in his face.
You would not say that in front of him.
Well, if he said it, he wouldn't say it again.
He said, "Sis, he is the only one cursing tonight, and you know it."
Okay, but you're calling people out of their names,
right? That's what I told you. I told you.
Fire and fire goes together. I'm saying like you're calling people out their name, and he's using profanity.
Because so I'm saying,
if you don't call nobody out their name and say what you say, and you stand on what you believe, the message will still go over the same way. If Mr. Know-It-All didn't call nobody no ninja and profane at them, it still would go the same way because he believed what he believed. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Ruben. Oh.
I can't stand you sometimes. Oh. Oh Lord.
Devil. So I'm the only person cousin tonight. You steady calling people out tonight, calling a legend a house Negro.
A house,
Yeah,
the Django. That's what he
yeah,
is.
man. Oh yeah, and one of them dudes called me a daddy Django the other day. Yo,
Somebody call you.
yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, these folks, man. I'm telling
Man,
you,
you
man.
got the DG
Them
name.
same
What you
folks,
been doing
them,
around here?
them
I've been
same
missing
folks, I tell
something.
you, just like this here. These same folks talk all this stuff on this internet. They won't say that stuff in my face.
This man says, how is saying a house Negro is bad?
Man, you
Look,
something else.
Ruben, what
You something
is
else.
considered a house Negro?
Man, you know what?
Tell me that.
You know
And
what?
you these are same people you talking about what people did
I'm
to
gonna
your
do this.
people back in the day. But
Ruben's
now
so
you're
bad.
in 2026 calling somebody a house Negro.
Right.
Who
Let me
does
tell you
that?
something, Ruben. You so bad, Ruben, that you can't even look. You so bad, Ruben, you don't even know good from bad.
But I'm saying, like, mostly house Negroes back in the day, they were the black people that were able to live inside. No, but I'm listening. Hold on.
Right.
They were the blacks that were able to live inside of the home and work and do things like that, got a little more comfort. But they went back home. But they was considered the house Negroes that can go inside and work. So you telling me this man that he has seven, well, how many girls he got? Like 6 or 7 daughters. He got all these girls. He got his own radio station. And he always separated himself from his brother, not with love. They still were loving brothers, but he just didn't rock like his brother did. His brother was on another, almost what you call it, Martin Luther King type of mission, and he wasn't. So he got this radio station and built his business. So how his business made him a house dude when this man always had his political reviews from the beginning. He never like sided. He always said what he thought. He rocked his own way. You never saw Charles Evers walking with people and stuff like that.
Most people first time on radio was on 90.1.
Yeah. When black people got an opportunity to be on the radio, it started with him. Right. In Mississippi, a southern state.
And guess what?
Caucasians, as you say, respected him.
The only radio station that didn't sell out.
So I'm trying to see, like, who owns it? Does his station still work? Like, does somebody else own it? Okay.
Yeah, his children.
His children, okay. And I hope they let that live.
Still running, and it's a big tall dude that running thing. Down there, and shouts out to my boy Marcus that work down there. He be on the show and this and that. He might be watching that work down there, and I still holler at him and make sure what's going on down there. Yeah.
This man said, "Who was the smartest, a field Negro or a house Negro?" Both of them, because they had to do their job.
Well, I say, yeah, because I say field, like they do the field Negro might have had to be more street smart. And in the house, they got to learn he got to be smart to be able to know how to maneuver around the place he at all the time. He around white folks probably extra amount of time. So you got to keep yourself conducting in a certain way.
Well, hold on. Let me put it this way. We can take this soft and hard. So I would think most often the house Negroes will probably be the woman. We nurture and take care of things, the babies, the kitchen, things like that. And the field Negroes will be the men that do the manual labor. So I think that it wouldn't just be a subject of who would be the best. Whatever job people were given during that time, they did what they need to do, because just like now, Men work in the outside and doing stronger things that we can't do as women, but we try to maintain the house and the South stuff. So maybe so am I a house Negro? Oh,
Cause even the so-called house Negro wasn't able to lay in the house. They still got kicked back outside with
that part
everybody
you
else.
went home with Junior. You couldn't stay in there. You just
They
worked
just
there.
look, they just worked in the house. They had to get out when everybody else got out.
It's time to go to sleep. You got to go home because Mr. might want you, baby.
I'm telling you. Well, I ain't. I might have more, but I don't got more. So we can shut it on down. How you feeling about it? You good?
I am so good. Not church in the morning, but I got work in the morning. Work in the morning.
Me too. Ooh, I'm glad I got some work done today. Boy, I might, boy. Ooh, Lord, it done got too late on me.
Big splash, baby, you can see it.
You did it. You did it.
Ooh.
Strong. Right away. Call the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't noticed me.
Yeah, I saw this Django. If y'all want to call me the Django, I remember when he was whooping that white man that had that Bible script. They called him Django, but Django was a cool motherfucker. And he actually a real man. That one of the first people that was a slave catcher. So what you trying to say? I done caught a couple of you.
No, we trying to say till we meet again. But we gonna see you guys on next Tuesday. That's what we'll do. Oh, you got some waffles on that thing, guys. The bass is loud.
Push ranking into the green. Summer water, I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in the back
like
tip.
this.
Open up, let me splash it.
I like your little thing back there.
Yeah, you see the big stillers up there too.
I know your fishing rod. That thing right there.
Did you say a fishing rod?
You go to fishing.
Second round of the fight, something ain't right. I gotta do my work. Walking through the air, no night flight. Got one like a living. I put 15 on all the hit the ground. Rabbit, that's the Usain Bolt. Don't like 2 finger signs so far.
Back it up then.
It's crunch time and send it home like a walk off. AMG on steroid, that's a flex worker with a nightmare. Coming for us, no one, just know I don't fight fair. Hot rounds out of hot barrel. Put the mic in the head, lock into them. Tap, 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 tap there. Short ass CPR. What the hell are hitting me for? To go to the water, let them up. Time for you a lifeguard. I'm a whole damn lifeguard. Benzes with a wish shark. Might show me it was hard. Get skatebooks and I count cards. Play my hand for the W. Time to talk about who is who. Baby on this, who is who. I'm on the surfboard. I'm on the Strauss.
Who is that? What's his name?
Let E.
Oh, okay.
Listen. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at.
Got him! Got him! Bye, Felicia.
Y'all fancy.
And we up out of here like last year. We'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Oh, back up in everything. All right, now we up out this thing. We up out of this thing. Peace to the Middle East. Who did that? Oh, my bad.